Bonjour, my friends. I'm Frankie, and welcome to Club Foodie. On both sides of the border, here in North America, we have our national holidays. One is Canada Day, and the other is Independence Day. The same applies across the globe, and tomorrow it's Australia Day. For the occasion, I couldn't resist showcasing one of their desserts, Lamington cake. Dipped in chocolate frosting and then coated with coconut flakes, these little squares are so moist and delicious. Here's my version of the sweet treat. So let's get cooking. A few months ago, I showed you how to make parchment rounds for cakes. Today, we'll use exactly the same format, but line a 9 by 13 cake pan. I'm not showing you how, but if you missed the episode, here's the link showing up at the top right corner of your screen. One thing that differs here is to leave an overhang on both sides so it's easier to remove it when the cake is baked. Alright, so let's start. In a bowl, we'll add flour, some baking powder, and a little bit of ground sea salt. We'll whisk until very well combined and set aside. Next, in the bowl of a stand mixer, we'll add sugar and butter. With the paddle attachment on and on medium-high speed, we'll mix these two ingredients together until nicely blended. Well, now add the eggs, one at a time, mixing well between each addition, cleaning the sides and the bottom of the bowl as needed. When the mixture is smooth and creamy, we'll add orange zest. And trust me, this added ingredient makes a delicious impact on the end results, as well as pure vanilla extract. We'll process until well blended, about 45 seconds. To this, we'll add half of the dry ingredients and half of the milk. Now, on low speed, we'll process until just combined before adding the remaining half of the dry ingredients and the rest of the milk, including some freshly squeezed orange juice. Still on low speed, we'll process again until just combined, and let's not forget to clean the sides and the bottom of the bowl. There's always something stuck down there. We'll now pour our beautiful batter into the prepared cake pan and, of course, level it out with a spatula. We'll transfer the pan to a 350-degree preheated oven and bake for 25 minutes or until a cake tester inserted in the center comes out clean. We'll let it cool for 10 minutes before lifting out from the pan to a wire rack. Now, we'll take another wire rack, place it on top of the cake, and quickly invert it. We'll gently peel off the parchment paper and discard it. Then, we'll place the wire rack on top again and re-invert the cake. This size is better looking anyway. And we'll let it cool completely. About 30 minutes later, when our cake is at room temperature, we'll slice it into 1.5 to 2 inch square pieces. You can use a ruler if you want. Before transferring them into a container, we'll cover and transfer the squares to the fridge for 3 hours. Just before they come out, we'll start making the chocolate frosting. In a bain-marie, on medium-low heat, we'll add butter that we cut into small cubes and gently let them melt. To this, we'll sift some cocoa powder. Hey, trust me, I'm not a sifter, but to get a nice smooth consistency, we'll have to do that. We'll also do the same with the confectioner's sugar. Then, we'll add some milk, stir the ingredients until they're all nicely blended, and the mixture is smooth without any lumps. We'll remove from the heat and finish the cake. Working with one square at a time, we'll dip it in the chocolate and using a couple forks, we'll flip it and toss it around until entirely coated. We'll let the excess chocolate frosting drip off before transferring the little guy onto a wire rack sitting over a baking sheet. After a few are done, we'll coat them in shredded coconut flakes, making sure they're nicely covered. We'll place them back on the rack so they can dry. And my friends, this is our Lamington cake. With the addition of orange zest and juice, this is a delicious twist on an Australian favorite. If you've never heard of this cake or tried it before, you definitely should. I hope you give it a try soon, and be sure to visit clubfoodie.com for ingredient amounts, directions, and more info. Until next time, my friends, bon appétit!